Good morning, people. It's Friday. Whoop for Friday. Whoop whoop for Friday. What do you think, Mama? Whoop whoop for Friday as you chow down on that grain? This is Summer. You don't have her face today. I turned it around. Oh, I don't know. You like her face better, or do you like to see her dance? Because this is where you're going to see her dancing. Have my antibiotic ointment here. Seems to be making a huge difference. Yes, Mama. Yeah. And I noticed that her sister her skin is peeling like a sunburn peel. So I suspect they got sunburnt, and that's what this is. Unless it's peeling because the little baby's nursed. But it seems to be doing better with the antibiotic than and then the Bannex. Which, I'm still going to get some Bannex just in case. Although I like the idea of an antibiotic cream versus the Bannex spray. When you spray it, unless it's something like Blue Coat that stains them blue, you can't really tell if you got it where you wanted it. You know what I mean? It's nice to have both in case it's a more open wound. So you could spray it in there versus rubbing an open wound. If that makes sense, which I think it does. I mean, I have a pretty good pain tolerance, but that doesn't mean I like pain. There's a difference between tolerating and enjoying. So I always try to make sure that my animals aren't in pain. The meat birds are doing great. I moved you this way because they're so loud. And now the milk going in the pan is going to be loud. You hear the rain? I don't know if you can hear it over the chicks. When I got up at 4, it was not raining. And I get up early because I like to have about an hour to get ready to go. I like to sit on the couch, pet the cat, have a couple cups of coffee, have my kefir, do little things around the house like water my plants or, you know, put the dishes away from the dishwasher. I'm one of those horribly, I think because I have ADD, where I have a lot of issues with staying on task and keeping multiple things going in my brain. Now, keeping multiple things going in my brain, let me clarify that. Having multiple things in my brain that are supposed to be in my brain. Not, ooh, squirrel thoughts, which come all the time. So, I have a set schedule that I try to keep. And I find that the more set my schedule is, the easier it is for me to not forget things. So when I put my earrings on in the morning, I brush my teeth. When I take them off at night, I brush my teeth. I just have a set order of the way I do things. And that way it becomes a habit and I never forget. It was like when I was younger, people would be like, you shave your legs every day? I'm like, if I don't shave my legs every day in a set scheduled pattern, so I don't forget, I'm going to get in there one day and I'm going to forget to shave completely. And it's going to happen a lot because my brain is not razor focused onto what I'm supposed to be doing in the shower. Right, Mama? I don't know if I told you guys this, when I got my eyeglasses, I was having an issue because I read like here. So in my reading glasses, I would have them here. This is where I read. And she's like, well, people read here. I'm like, I don't. I have overcompensated for my ADD by doing things like pulling my book or my newspaper up to avoid the distractions in front of me, to pull it up this close. And my husband's like, well, how can you read it? It's too close. I'm like, no, it's not too close for me. I learned to adjust. And this way, when I'm reading, pretend this is my book, all of this stuff is not available to my brain to go, oh, what? Oh, what? What are they doing? Oh, what? What? It is a way for me to focus my attention. I have learned over the years, which is one of the reasons I have a lot of coffee in the morning, is I self-medicate. I have never taken pharmaceutical drugs for my ADD. Well, first of all, I wasn't diagnosed until I was much older. And I don't know that I would have learned as many coping mechanisms if I didn't like learning as much as I do. I love learning new things. I love trying new things. I like discovering new things. I like seeing new things. However, I've learned as I got older to slow down so I can get all of the impact of new things. But it wasn't until I was 50 that we were doing some counseling, some family counseling. And the counselor was like, have you ever considered that you have ADD? Like, what? Have you ever considered that you have ADD? Like, no, but we didn't have that when I was a kid. That was, you were just a child who didn't listen and you got spanked. Easy, Mama. I know. It looks sore. It's okay. I'm almost done. That wasn't something you did in the 70s. And she was like, yeah. So then I went to my doctor, who knows me. And because the counselor went over the symptoms and was asking my daughter, well, does your mom do this? Does your mom do this? Does your mom do this? Well, your mom changed her topic in mid-sentence. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, Mom. Now you spilled it. Bad goat. That's not even funny. And you have food. No. No, now we're going to have a fight here because I let go, she assumes that that's how she's going to get away with it. She didn't put her foot in it. She kicked it out of my hand. It spilled. Bad goat. That's a bad Billy. She doesn't want to stand still. But my ADD is great for being on a farm. Because there's always something that's going to take your attention. You're learning to redirect yourself back to what you're doing. Another thing I learned when I was studying in my 40s was that having ADD, I need a totally quiet place to study. No TV, no radio, no people coming in and out of the room. Just total quiet. And once I was able to get that, I aced everything. I mean, I would get into chemistry problems and trigonometry, physics questions, and I just loved it. And the longer the equation took to solve, the more I liked it. It was like a puzzle unwrapping it. Meanwhile, I don't have time. I don't have interest in puzzles. Hello, Missy. What are you doing? We can hear the rain now. It's really coming down. Which is great, because now I don't have to water anything. I'm one of those people, when it rains, I'm like, oh, good, now I don't have to water. But I didn't put my rain gauge up. Shoot. I like to use a rain gauge because, like, I don't know who's collecting the rain data for this area. Even if they did post it for my rural area, I don't know that they're... See there again? I don't trust anybody. One of the reasons I had to get my own goats to do my own raw milk. It would have been way cheaper to pay $10 a gallon for raw goat milk. Of course, if I sold everybody and only kept my 3 breeders, I might have... Oh, come on. That's bad. Now the chickens have milk. That is bad. You know better. You're spankings. Bad Billy Goat. Ooh. No. Why? Trouble. I'm so mad sometimes. I put all the bowls out in with your oh, I'm going to do this one. There's less chance it'll tip it over out there and make a mess. Now I'm going to have to wipe up underneath there because you got it all over the place. Bonnie? Oh, you're such a pain in my tush. You're a bad goat. I'm going to leave you tied up there for a minute. Go ahead, stomp your feet. I don't care. Bad Billy. Bad Billy. Bad Billy. Now, I did not hit her hard, but if she were a goat and she did that to somebody else, they would immediately retaliate. Yes, you're a bad Billy. You're a horrible Billy. I need spankings, Billy. What's up with you and your sister lately? Sticking your feet in my milk. Don't look at me and lick your lips. I got nothing for you. She just puts you in your stall with no treat at all. Of course, she's already forgotten she put her foot in the milk. She could care less. Look at you in the grain in your nose. The grain out of your nose. You need to sneeze that out. Right here. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Well, hang on. Let me get you some. Put our head back through there for some treats so I can put that back on and put your medicine in. Hang on like that. There we go. No. Put your head back in there. There's more in there. Okay. Don't get down. Here we go. Look at that. Those are treats. Do you like these, don't you? Don't you like those? It's like you're trying to trick me. I'm not going to be tricked. Oh, I'll put a whole bunch of treats in there. You won't be able to say no. Oh, God bless America. Look at her. She's stinking smart. Oh, yeah. Oh, I want to just love you forever. You bad Billy. I need to get the medicine on your teeth. Yeah, I forgot all about it because you stepped in my milk. Was that your plan? Were you conniving? Were you? I feel good. Okay, eat your treats. They're right here. There's a whole bunch. Look, they're your favorites. They're goat treats. There's a whole bunch in there. No. Okay, this is the one that if you're not paying attention and you're petting somebody else, she'll come up and grab your shirt and pull your arm so that you start loving on her. Will you just stand there if I put your medicine on? You're like, heck no. Absolutely not. I will not. Oh my. What bad girl you are. You let me kiss you. I don't. When she doesn't want me to because I don't want to get headbutted with her horn. Not because it would impale me, but because it's hard and it hurts. Right? How about if I just put some on my fingers and then I sneak it? This is not to eat. No, this is not eating stuff. You're such a weirdo. I'm just going to reach over like this so you can't do anything. Ha 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 ho ho hee hee ha. It must make your teeth feel better because you're not fighting me as much as you did. Oh, because you... Well, you're going to headbutt me. Get down. Bad girl. You get your hiney down. you treats. You'd have had a lot more had to put your head through there. Come on. Oh, it's 2 feet. It's that. Wussy girl. Come on. Let me go get her sister. See if her sister dances. Puts her foot in the milk too. Oh, no. Get down. I guess nobody's going outside today because it's raining. No. Ay, caramba! Promise do not go in there. No, I don't need to hear from you. No, ho. I'll give you corn when I'm ready. I will give you corn when I'm ready. Bonnie, stay out of the barn. Or the office. Chicken licking. Ready, Mom? Come on. Let's go. There you go. There you go. Oh, you're ready to be milked. Yes, you are. You're ready. No chicken. It's just the chair. It's just the chair. It's not going to bite you. Oy. No, you're not coming in, turkey. You're so loud. Did you find the treats? Yeah, those are... Oh, you're going to have to listen to that stupid turkey. As much as I like turkeys, I will not be getting more. What are you guys doing all crowded up by this chicken? And what are you doing in here by my babies? You don't need to be in here. No, you don't. No, stop. You're just going to come in here and poop, and I just cleaned the floor. Oy. Oh, look how skinny you look. I know you got belly hair, so I know this is just because you're in milk. It freaks me out to see that you have a little bit of bone showing. Okay, so we're going to trim those feet tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do feet again. See again, feet. Feet. Although now it's getting warmer. Once I get that other barn set up. Oh, there we go. Oh, you must be feeling a lot better, huh? It's not as much leg lifting. I don't know if you guys noticed that. The other day she's like really hiking her leg up. I know. Oh, and we weren't clogged at all today. That's good. That's good, Mom. That's good. So I don't know if it was somebody who was nursing or was sunburned. So, because I think, well, they nursed their babies and they didn't have that issue. I don't know. I saw the pictures I took, and I'll Google them. I didn't know that you could take a picture of something and then hit a button and it searches the internet for various or similar images. Didn't know that. I forget who told me that. I was like, what? I wonder if it works with people's faces. If I take a picture of myself and then put it in the search? Oh, I'm going to try that. so dancy? Is it spring fever? Is it... What is going on? What is going on? What's going on? What's going on? I don't know the rest of that song. Oh, no, that's one of the main refrains. Refrains? I think that's what it is. It's a refrain. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Which is totally different because you refrain meaning you repeat it, but when you refrain from doing something, you don't do it. See? ADD. Lots of weird little trivial bits of knowledge. I've been interviewed Tuesday morning for that fellowship. I'll be interested on how this interview goes. I've never been interviewed for a fellowship. I've been in fellowships. Like, I didn't have to be interviewed for the National Honor Society. I didn't have to do any of that stuff. And I didn't have to do, for my Master Gardening or 4-H or, well, I suppose you interview, but it's not like this is an interview where they sent me a rubric on what I need to know about the program and what they're looking for, and I was like, huh. And some of the questions are like, you're like, what are you asking me? One of them had to do with interpersonal identities. No, something like that, identities. And I'm like, what does that mean? What? So I looked it up, and it has to do with people who have gender identity issues. And part of me is like, lady, I'm trying to teach them how to read and count and do math and have some science in their life. I already only get them 1 hour a week. I mean, I don't know what you think I can do with these children. I don't have that superhero power where I could stop time for everybody else and keep doing what I'm doing. If I did, then we would discuss all the things that I could do, but I have less than an hour a week with a class of 22, 23, 24 kids. They watch more TV in the first half of the day than they see me per week. Even less if you average it out how many weeks I don't see them. I mean, which is why when the 4th graders wanted to know when they were going to have a game day, I told them we weren't having game days. But it would be nice to be in a fellowship of teachers so that you can get more feedback and more. So we all have our own tool belt with tools in it, let's say, as a teacher or as any profession. But if you have a group of people that you can talk to, first of all, your bad days don't seem so bad because we've all had the bad days. And second of all, they might have ideas I didn't think of. Oh, for the love of God. What is up with the kicking buckets, you guys? You're lucky you didn't put your foot in it or spill it. That girl. So now you know it's not always good. They're not all, and you're my best goat. You're my best girl. What, did you eat it all? You know, you could just open your mouth and say something. You don't have to kick the milk over. What, you think you're a cow? You know, O'Leary's cow kicking over the bucket? Oh, she kicked over the... O'Leary's cow kicked over the lantern. According to the song that we sang as kids. One dark night when we were on deck. Mrs. Way left the light in the shed. The cow kicked over, she turned around and said, there'll be a hot time in your town tonight. Fire, fire, fire. What a horrible thing to sing about. song ditty about Chicago burning down. Or Ring Around the Rosie's all about bubonic plague. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of fuzzy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. How morbid is that? I suppose we've come so, like, I remember I would talk to people who were like atheists. And I would be like, so, well, what do you think happens when you die? And 90% of the people I talked to who weren't religious, of any kind, atheists, Presbyterian, Catholic, evangelistic, Jewish, Hindu, Buddhist, it didn't matter what they were. And working at a casino, I saw a lot of different people. 90% of them who weren't religious would say, I don't know, I never really thought about it. Like, well, how much time have you fantasized about what you'd do if you won the lottery? They're like, well, a couple of hours at least, when I buy tickets or when we all go in on a big ticket, I fantasize for at least a half hour at the time we buy them. I go, so you spent all this time fantasizing about what you would do if you got rich, okay? Which will probably never happen. Let's look at the odds. But you've never spent time thinking about what's going to happen when you die, when there's a 100% chance you're going to die, okay? And they would just look at me like, I never thought of it that way. Oh, I'm not telling you what to think or believe, but at least ponder it, because nobody gets out of this alive. Not the plants, not the animals, not the humans, nothing. Everything has an expiration date. Right? Right? And yours is going to be a long, long, long time from now, because you're my girl. Even when you do try to put your foot in the bucket, or kick it over, or step on me. She, the other day, was so touchy on that teat that it was the one day I didn't videotape her. She was bringing this foot down on my wrist and really trying to get me to let go. And that's when I was like, God, I'm glad I don't have a cow. Can you imagine a cow kicking your wrist? You're looking at possibly breaking things. But because it's not a cow, see, look at her. Don't kick me in the face, though. This doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. It's just a topical cream. Keep your teeth nice. You're not going out in the sun, so that one could have been helped out a little bit more. But you know what? You're okay. There we go. Her skin is peeling like a sunburn peel. Well, thank you for kicking my hand. Thank you so much. I need to get more antibiotic equipment. I need to put my grocery store list in. Because I don't have time to go grocery shopping. I mean, I do, but I hate going grocery shopping. I hate going up and down the aisles. I used to love grocery shopping. It used to be like my favorite thing to do because I like to find new products and try new things. And last time I found a new product, it was this, sounded really good. It was blackberry chipotle barbecue sauce. It sounded really good. It was supposed to be super hot. And then I looked at the price. It was almost $9 for a jar like that big around. Like, nope, I'm not spending $9 on 6 ounces of barbecue sauce. I don't care who made it. I don't care why you think it's worth $9, and maybe it is, but I don't have $9 to spend on some crazy thing like a little bit of barbecue sauce. So, oh no, what's that all about? You want your treats? You have treats because I gave you treats, but here. Well, Mom, here's your treats. That's a lot of treats, too. Oh, you don't... Oh, that's because there's cucumber in there. Yeah? You want the cucumber? Mm-hmm. Can I put the treats in there so your kids can get some? No, here, let me cut up some cucumber for you and just give you a little bit of cucumber. Because I got cucumbers the other day, again. They were going to go bad, and they didn't want them to go bad. Here, sweetie. We're going to go smell the camera. Here. Hey. They smell really good. I want some. They smell amazing. So I'll put extra ones in your grain. Okay? Not that you need more grain. I think I will take some down to everybody else too. All right, guys, you have a good Friday. See you tomorrow.